In a quiet village nestled between gentle hills and rivers, there lived a boy named Arjun. He was simple, shy, and always full of questions. Unlike most kids, Arjun never ran behind marks or prizes. He enjoyed watching the sunset, listening to birds, and asking his grandmother endless questions about life. Arjun lived with his parents and his grandmother, whom he lovingly called Dottie. She was the wisest person he knew. Every evening after dinner, they would sit together on the porch and talk. Arjun would ask questions like, why do people shout when they re-angry? Why are some people always unhappy even when they have everything? How do I know if I'm doing the right thing? And Dottie always answered patiently with a smile and stories from her own life. But life, as we know, is full of sudden changes. One winter morning, Arjun woke up to silence. The kind of silence that feels heavy. Dottie had passed away in her sleep. That day, the house didn't feel like home. The porch felt colder, and the empty chair where she used to sit stared at Arjun like a painful memory. Days turned into weeks. Arjun stopped talking much. He still sat on the porch, but never asked questions anymore. One evening, his father came and sat beside him. After a long pause, he gently said, "You miss her, don't you?" Arjun nodded, his eyes filled with tears. His father continued, "You know, your Dottie used to say something beautiful, that wisdom never dies. It stays alive in those who listen, learn, and pass it on." Arjun looked at the empty chair. For the first time, he didn't feel alone. He remembered Dottie's words, her smile, her stories. Slowly, something changed inside him. The next day, he carried Dottie's chair to the village school and placed it near the playground. Everyone was confused. "What is this chair for?" a teacher asked. Arjun smiled and replied, "It's a listening chair. Whoever has a problem can sit here and talk. I'll listen," just like Dottie did. At first, people thought it was just a sweet gesture. But then something magical happened. One by one, students started sitting on that chair. A girl who was being bullied. A boy who failed in his exam. A teacher struggling with stress. Even grown-ups from the village came by to talk. And Arjun just listened. Sometimes he spoke. Other times, he just nodded or gave a small smile. But everyone who sat on that chair felt a little lighter, a little better. Words spread across nearby villages. "There's a boy who listens like a wise old soul," they said. Arjun didn't seek attention. He just sat, listened, and shared the small things Dottie had once told him. One day, a journalist visited the village. Curious about the listening chair, she asked Arjun, "Why do you do this every day? Doesn't it get tiring?" Arjun looked at the sky for a moment and said, "Because I know how it feels to have no one to talk to. And I know how one kind word can change someone's whole day." The article about Arjun went viral. People from cities wrote letters. Some even visited just to sit on that old wooden chair and speak their hearts out. But Arjun never changed. He remained the same soft-spoken boy who believed that sometimes the best way to help is to simply be there. Years passed. The chair stayed, though it grew older and weaker, just like Dottie. But the idea, the love, the warmth, it never faded. Arjun grew up, became a counselor, and started a foundation called the Empty Chair. He placed such chairs in schools, hospitals, and even busy offices, wherever someone might need to pause, breathe, and be heard. Today, People around the country know Arjun as someone who made silence powerful and listening an act of love. But if you ask him where it all began, he'll take you back to a quiet porch, a winter morning, and an old woman's stories. And he'll tell you, sometimes, one empty chair holds more wisdom than 100 books. And sometimes, the softest voices create the loudest change.